and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm filming all of like my favourite foundations. So if you guys want to see what my top 10 are, please keep watching. Okay, so I have all of my favourite foundations on this plate here. Do you know how hard it was to take the thumbnail? Things just kept getting knocked over. Oh, shit! I think I've already filmed something similar like this on my channel, but I wanted to film an updated version because I do have quite a few new favourites to my edition. If you guys have ever followed me on Snapchat, I've showed you how many foundations that I have literally in one drawer. I have so many, and foundations like one of my favourite things to try from different brands. If you guys want me to film a makeup room tour or a lighting setup, I can definitely do that for you guys, but I just need to find a way to organise everything because I have a very small room, so if I can do it, you guys can do it too. But recently I've just tried so many new foundations. I just want to talk about why I like them, maybe the bad points, good points. So maybe it will help you guys if you're thinking to buy a foundation, why you should buy it, why you shouldn't buy it, you know. So I'm going to start off with one of the latest foundations that I received, which is the Nars Naturally Radiant Longwear Foundation. I use this shade in Stromboli. For MAC references, I am a shade like NC35. That's what I look for. Sometimes the NC30, sometimes NC40, so I'm normally in the middle of NC35 for MAC. So I'm more of a yellow based complexion, more of like an olive based. Like olive is like my favourite kind of undertone to go for, but most of the times they don't have olive, they only have yellow or pink. Sometimes neutral, you know. Stromboli is a really good colour match for me. I did try the darker shade to this and I found that Stromboli fits me a bit better. So the Nars foundation comes in 33 shades. That is a very huge colour range, and they've also launched new shades. So if you have tried something from their other ranges, they have new shades now, and it's like in between shades. So definitely go to the Nars store and get colour matched. This foundation is really nice for anyone who wants something that's not too matte but you like a good coverage and you don't want anything too thick feeling. I feel like this foundation would be good for all skin types. I have really oily skin, so I definitely have to powder this. I couldn't wear it on its own. I don't personally find it's the most long wearing foundation, but I love the finish of it on the skin, and I love mixing this with other foundation because it's really runny, so it kind of gives you more of like a skin like texture, but it does give you coverage as well. I'd recommend it more for someone with more normal to slightly drier skin or just very normal combination skin. But if you've got very oily skin, I wouldn't recommend just this foundation alone. If you get this foundation, you probably have to mix it with another foundation that's a bit more mattifying or powder really well. So while we're on Nars, I'll just talk about this quickly because this is my top love for such a long time. This is the Nars Sheer Glow Foundation, and I use the shade Stromboli in it again. When you actually buy this foundation, it doesn't come with a pump. That's also something that's very annoying. You have to buy the pump separately. I don't know why brands do that. They just need to come with a pump, you know. The foundation itself is so nice, guys. It is like this foundation but a bit thicker in formulation, but not as glowy. This one's more glowy, this one's more mattifying, I find. Even though it says sheer glow, it's not sheer and it's not really that glowy. I love mixing these two together because the formula of this is a bit thicker and then this one's a bit thinner, so like it balances out really well. I can also wear it on its own. The reason why I don't wear it on its own is because I find that I have to use a lot of product because it's quite thick, so you have to blend it a bit more quicker. I don't know why, but I'm just such a mixer, guys. I rarely ever use just one foundation. I always use a pump of this, a pump of this, or a pump of that first, blend it in and put a pump of another one on top. The Nars Sheer Glow is a very good one. If you're looking for like a good all-rounder, it's good for probably like all skin types. The next foundation that I'm going to talk about is also a newer addition to my library of foundations, and this is the Jouer Essential High Coverage Cream Foundation. So I have done a first impressions of this on my channel already, but this only comes in 20 ml. So normally foundation is normally 30 ml. So this foundation is a little small little guy, but this is 20 ml, but it does give you hella coverage, guys. Hella coverage. So if you want the most fullest coverage you can get, definitely go for the Jouer foundation. Another foundation that I'm going to show you is a lot thicker and it feels heavier on the skin, whereas this, it feels very lightweight. It's almost quite runny on the skin, but when you blend it out, it's so full coverage. I can't even tell you that when I first put it on, I was like, it looks a bit like too heavy almost. Like you really have to like use a beauty blender with it. I don't think you can use like a brush with this because otherwise it will be like so much coverage, you know. So the beauty blender just helps sheer it out a little bit. But I love mixing this with the Nars foundation because this is so full coverage and I find that this is very matte. So it's really good for people with oily skin in particular. But I find with me, I don't like it to look too matte because it kind of like shows up all my pores and all my dry skin and stuff like that. So when I mix the two together, together. This is like my perfect combination at the moment. This is also a really good foundation when you wear like a sheerer coverage, and just in certain areas you can put a bit of this on top and almost use it as a concealer. The only thing I find with foundation that's so full coverage, you have to really get the right shade, because this shade is in bronze and it is too dark for me, unfortunately. So maybe in the summertime this shade bronze would be a bit better for me, but right now because it's winter I'm really pale right now, so it doesn't really fit me. So I have to like mix it with a lighter foundation slightly just to adjust it. That's what you get for full coverage foundation, guys. You have to get the perfect match. Okay, the next foundation I'm going to talk about that's really full coverage is the Huda Beauty foundation, and I use the shade Tres Leches. This comes in 35ml, so a bit more. The packaging is plastic though, so it does feel a bit cheaper, but I really like the design of it. It's got a nice pump in here as well. The thing that I find about this foundation, it's got a really strong smell. It's got like a rosy kind of scent to it, and you don't really smell it like throughout the day, but when you first put it on, for me it's a bit overbearing, which is actually why I don't use it that often. I love this as a spot concealer, and also underneath your eyes. It makes your under eyes look so smooth. This is also a very, very thick foundation. I think you would only like this if you like a really full coverage, and it does definitely dry matte. It almost dries like a powdery finish as well. So does this one. Both of these are full coverage and matte. If I was going to pick one over the other, I'll probably pick the Jouer one, but you do get 35ml in this and you get 20ml in this, so you know. And then also this foundation, what I find as well, it kind of oxidizes throughout the day. I don't find the Jouer one does it that much, but this one, it does oxidize. Something that I do have to point out to you guys is that you have to blend this out really, really quickly, because if you don't, it's really hard to blend, because the formula is a lot thicker than the Jouer one. So it's almost like a creamy kind of product. I like this foundation, I like the shade, but the only thing is the smell. The one foundation that I do have that would be perfect for dry skin would be the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. This looks so amazing on anybody with nice skin already. I feel like this foundation, it does give you a little bit of coverage, but you have to really layer it up, so I find I have to use a lot of this product. But the one reason why I love this foundation is because of the undertone. This is in the shade 6, and it's literally a perfect greenish undertone. So I'll show you like a small pump of it on my hand. So I don't know if you can see here, but it's got a very nice olive undertone base to it, compared to something like the Tres Leches next to it. Can you see how different the undertones are? This one is a bit more yellowy, and this one almost has a bit of green to it. You don't really see the green unless you compare it to something like this. You can really see different. Let me try to turn off my lights. You see the difference there? Like this one has a bit more of a green tint to it. So that's why I love the shade so much. Blend it in because I ain't wasting on this, you know. Yeah, I just find that my Giorgio Armani, it doesn't last on my skin. So I would only wear it if I'm going out for literally like a lunch, and then I'm going home. But it gets so oily on my skin. But I really do like mixing it with other foundation. Oh god, this foundation smells so strong. Some people love it, but I just prefer my foundation to smell like nothing, you know. It's not the best for people with oily skin, but if you've got dry skin, you will love this foundation. It makes you look so airbrushed. It's so many people's holy grails, and I can see why. I just wish that it would wear longer on my skin, but it doesn't. Even when I powder it, the oil just still come through like 2 hours later. Okay, another foundation that I do have to say that I have absolutely loved so much is the Fenty Beauty foundation in 290. This one also has an olive undertone as well. If you guys know any other olive undertone foundations, I would love to know down below. It's probably like my go-to if I want something that's going to be long wear. It looks great in photos. This actually has 32ml in here, and she has a whopping 40 shades in the Fenty foundation beauty range. So go on, Rihanna, do your damn thing, girl. But definitely one of my top foundations if you've got oily skin. The next foundation that I'd highly recommend is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid foundation. This also has a very strong smell. It smells almost like paint, but it looks so amazing on the skin. It's one of the foundations that you wear when you know you want that look. You want it to look good on photos. You want it to be long wearing. You want to not have to rely on concealer. It literally covers up everything. The only thing is that it doesn't come with a pump. It comes like this, which is a screw top bottle, and you have to buy the pump separately, so that's very annoying. This is in the shade NC40, so it's too dark for me. The Studio Fix Fluid Ray, it has SPF 15 in there, but it doesn't give you flashback whatsoever. All this foundation, if you've got normal dry skin, you can definitely wear this. You just need to use a more moisturizer on and more moisturizing primer, and even use the oil underneath as well. It'll just give you that really nice glow underneath your skin. The next foundation is gonna be from Hourglass. This is the Vanish Stick Foundation, and I feel like this is a lot of people's favourites. The only thing is you get a very small amount in here, and this foundation is like £42, so it's very, very expensive. But let me just tell you guys, it just gives the most amazing smooth finish to your skin. I find with this, I can't use it on its own because my skin does not last in this foundation because it's quite creamy. So throughout the day, I do find my foundation kind of shifts slightly when I start to get a bit more oily. But I just love the way it looks on the skin, like immediately after when you applied it. It just looks so smooth. It feels like all the pores. It never ever looks cakey. I feel like a lot of people with all different skin types will love this, especially if you've got more normal to dry skin. It will probably like look so good on you. The only thing is I find you have to use quite a lot of it because you have to like stripe it on, but it's very nice to use as a concealer. You can also buy them in like light and dark shades to use as highlight and contour. I use the shade in Sand in the Vanish Stick. Very, very good foundation. Very expensive, but the finish that you get on the skin is so nice. Okay, I've got two more foundations, and these are a bit more affordable as well because I want to include some affordable products for you guys in this video. So one is going to be my EX1 Invisiwear Liquid Foundation. This is so good if you are looking for something that's affordable. I think these are only like £12. You can buy them in Boots now as well. EX1 has launched in Boots. The shade that I use is in number 8. I also tried number 6 as well, and that is really, really nice. And these have a bit more of like that olivey undertone. They're not so peachy. They're not the most olive undertone that I've tried. It's not as olive as the Luminous Silk from Giorgio Armani, but it still does have that olive undertone. So very, very nice. I've heard a lot of celebrities like this foundation. Really, really affordable as well. I do find with this one I have to powder it because throughout the day I'll get oily again. I get oily in every foundation, but this one I find the oil seep out a bit quicker, but it gives you really, really good coverage. So if you are Asian or you have that kind of olive undertone, I feel like you would love EX1. Another foundation I'm going to talk about is the Fit Me foundation. This is from Maybelline and really, really affordable as well, and these actually have olive undertones to it as well. I use the shade in 250. I also have 220 as well, which is really nice if you want something a bit lighter than me. That's more like an NC30. It's like an NC35, 250. On the skin, this looks so nice. It's so smooth, so creamy. I find this is so good if I have like quick errands to run and I don't want to waste my expensive foundation, so I'll go with these. If you guys are looking for something good from the drugstore, you just pick up and you want it to look nice. It looks great in photos as well. I just find with this one I don't get as much coverage as I want with it, so I have to go in with a concealer on top for blemishes and stuff like that. But the Fit Me matte and poreless is so nice. It makes you literally look poreless, but it's not too matte either. It's not like a matte powdery finish. It's like a nice demi matte finish. Okay guys, oh my god, I talked my freaking lungs out. So if you guys like this video, please let me know if you guys want to see some more videos like this. I could turn this into more like a series on my top favourite products and why I like them and what I would change about them. I don't know, I love seeing these kind of videos and seeing everything like compared to each other, why I like this and why I don't like this or what I could change, you know. So if you guys liked it, please give me a thumbs up and comment down below what other things you want to see from this series, and also make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and also click the little notification bell because some people are telling me they don't see my channel pop up on their new subscription box, so that's very frustrating, YouTube. Also make sure you follow me on all my other social media platforms. It's just Tweedy on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys, enjoy the bloopers. Hi guys, let me just do my research before I tell you guys the wrong goddamn thing. Oh my god, I'm still wearing my corset, bitch. Woo! This waist be snatched. Woo! Oh my god, the gut just fell out. As soon as I took that off. Guys, if you can see my room right now, I am literally like so overwhelmed with the amount of makeup that's covering me. Help me! Oh, I filmed that video in half an hour, baby. Who's on a roll today? Oh yeah.